Hello and welcome to another quadcopter review. Today we are going to take a look at a much larger one. It's the Ideafly Mars 350 quad. It comes with a gimbal and it's dedicated for aerial photos and videos, and has a size similar with Phantom 2 or Phantom 3, so it's that class of size. On the box, as you can see, there's not much info, only here some features, but not very interesting. That you need 5 to install dry batteries for 4 cells, and it has a cool appearance. It has GPS, and this is not available on this model. On my model, it doesn't have integrated wireless image technology. You need to add your own transmitter. It has LEDs, and it has brushless motors that do not make a lot of noise, so they say. And let's take a look inside. As you can see, it comes pretty well packed with a foam compartment. What I actually like about this, and that's the reason I'm showing you this for some of you boring unboxing procedure, is this foam, and I'm going to show you why. Have a look at this bag, which uses exactly the same kind of foam, only that it's black, and this is sold as a multi-rotor backpack by Hobby King. So it's actually a generic backpack with only one flip open with a zip, and it has a foam inside, so you can actually use the foam from this quadcopter box and a regular backpack, and you can create a special travel backpack for this model. So I'm going to move on. The transmitter, a very simple transmitter. This is not a LCD screen, it's only a sticker. Here you can adjust the tilt of the gimbal. You have return to home. You got flight modes, 3 flight modes. It's attitude, it's circle or a point of interest, and GPS hold, and trim buttons, and that's about it. Very simple transmitter, and it works with only 4 AA cells, which I'm going to install now. Those are installed, and I'm gonna power it off. Right, so moving on further, it uses 5400 milliamps Lipo battery. You can see it has an odd shape. It's a regular Lipo, but the shape is actually because it has 6 cells inside. It's a 3S2P type battery, so it has a total of 6 cells, and there are 2 cells in parallel, and the group of them, it's put in series to create a higher current and higher voltage. So you can see a regular 3S battery looks like this. They have almost the same capacity. This is 5.2 amps, this is 5.4 amps, but you can see the size difference. Right, so I'm going to move on. The included props look very familiar, and they are familiar. You can see DJI written on them there, and they are 9450, the same props that are used on the Phantom 3. And here is DJI prop from my Phantom 3, and you can see they look the same, and even the plastic feels similar, but these are a bit soft on the tip, while these are more harder, so they don't flex so much. This flex a lot more, so probably just using similar design. Right, so you get 4 props, no spare props, at least I didn't get any spare props. So regular cable, not European plug but US plug. Here it's the charger, and the charger is a Sky RC charger, as you can see. Not really a basic charger, but a good charger. It can charge from 2S battery to 4S batteries. It can charge 2 types of battery chemistries, and also you can select 3 charge currents. So this will not charge only the included battery, but you can also use it to charge similar batteries. And now let's see the quad. Oh, and we also get a CD or DVD. It's a DVD. We'll see, maybe there's a manual included or something like that, as there's no other paper in this box other than this Sky RC charger manual. So we get a charger manual, but we don't get a quad manual. Maybe it's a manual, it's on electronic format, and of course an adapter cable for the charger. Moving on to the quad, yes, it has very long landing gear to have enough room for the gimbal and the camera, and also to avoid hitting the ground with them. The motors look very familiar, and I'm going to show you why. And here is my Phantom 3. So if you take a close look at the motors, they look almost the same, and I've managed to find some info about them online, and they are declared to be 2212 motors, and to have a 960 kV rating, so they should work similar to the Phantom 3 motors, and that means combined with this type of propeller, a very long flight time, so 20 minutes are to be expected. And moving on to the shape of the quad, you get the GPS antenna here on top. It has a battery cover here, where the battery goes inside, XT60 connector, pretty standard. And underneath we get some connectors. This is a servo for controlling the pitch of the gimbal. We get a GST connector for gimbal power, and this should be video input if your quad comes equipped with a video transmitter. Mine doesn't have one, and for that I'm going to use my phone. I'm going to use something like this, and probably I'm going to install it somewhere outside of the quad, maybe on its side or something like that, and we'll see about the antenna later. And we also need to install a camera for it. The video camera I'm going to install, it will be a GIT 2 camera with a 90 degrees lens, which it does not have any kind of fisheye effect, so it should be much better for aerial videos and photos with no distortions. And to install it, you need to open this cage. It's held in place with 2 screws here. They are Torx screws, and if you are interested in size, it should be a D6 Torx. It's not a hex, but it's a Torx, or some call it a star. And I'm gonna unscrew them quickly. Install the Git too. That was easy to unclip. This is metal or aluminium, anyway, metal, while the back side of this is plastic, and the camera will go in like this. The G2 has the exact size of GoPro 4 or 3 camera, and it will fit perfectly. And I'm going to replace the screws now. And the top one. Okay, that was very easy to do. Now let's power it on and see if it fires up. Insert the battery. You can see it's plenty of room inside. I'm going to show you. I'm going to let it be leveled. Okay, so it has initialized, and you can see here there's a lot of space left, so you can fit maybe a slightly longer battery, and you also get a lot of space here to tuck in the cables, so that goes fine. And you can see here the gimbal in operation. Seems very smooth, no vibrations, but it has some problems. In some angles it will hit on itself, so it has limited tilt and minimal and limited roll, and I don't know if you can see, it does that because it's hitting on its own bracket in some positions, so you cannot go very fast and also make side movements, as the gimbal is limited. And I should have powered this on initially, but let's see if it works. Oh, it works. You can see the gimbal moving from this. Let me move the camera. Now we have a bit more details, so you can see the gimbal moving. It can go almost down completely, and it has a smoothing action. If I twist the knob quickly, it will not jerk around tilting, so that is a good thing for videos, as you do not want very fast movement when you are filming something. When you make a pass over something, you can orient your gimbal slowly and then back up. You don't want to get it straight down and straight up. You need smoothness. And let's see if it will arm the motors. The arming procedure should be something like this for a few seconds. And if I let go, I'm going to try again. I'm going to select attitude mode because I'm indoor and I have no GPS, and maybe now it will arm the motors. Let's try again. And it's working. That's working fine. And you can stop them with only throttle down. It's a similar procedure to other quads, namely the Phantom 3. So that works. Now let's see what we get on this. Maybe we have some goodies. On the DVD we get several things. We get a manual, which is okay because it's in English. So you can find some interesting stuff like how to calibrate the compass, or what the LED indicators are showing you. You can see here how to calibrate the compass, which switches to use, and what positions the quad needs to be circled around its axis, around one side, upside down, and so on, for the compass calibration to be successful. The manual is useful and it's okay. It's not in perfect English, but it's mostly understandable. You also get a presentation video about the quad. You can see some video footage of it and so on. Alright, and you get Ideafly software. It's a ground station which I have already installed, but as you can see it's only in Chinese. You don't have options to change its language, and sadly I don't understand Chinese, so I don't know what these are. Some of them may be understandable, like BPM, PVM, S-Bus, GPS, but so probably settings about the receiver, about the flight modes. I don't know what this is. Probably this is for calibrating the flight controller. Also you get several settings here, but I don't know what those are. So the software may be very good, but in this state it's sadly useless. So this was part 1 of the Mars 350 presentation. The second part will contain video footage and flight footage of it, and here you can also see it side by side with the Phantom 3. Same size. This one is a bit taller, and this one has a regular Phantom design, while this looks like a kind of spaceship with a rudder, something like that. Doesn't look bad, but it looks fat. So inside you also get a USB port, micro USB port. This is for configuring it, and in front you also have a mini USB port for upgrading the firmware on this gimbal. It's the only software I have found in English, and it's available on Idea's flight website. So until next video with the flight footage, bye bye.